welcome to the RISD Residence Life Housing Portal video tutorial series. In this video, we will show you how to search for future roommates and create roommate groups. The portal is easiest to navigate while using a computer, so please keep this in mind when accessing the site. If you have not already gotten to the roommate selection part of the process, you can access it by logging into the housing portal and accessing your application via on-campus applications. You can view a tutorial on how to start this application if you haven't already in another video. Once you have selected the term you're completing the application for, you can easily jump to the roommate selection portion of the application by clicking on the links at the top of your page. This is also useful if you need to change any information on previous pages. While many students would like to have a room to themselves, the truth is that most students will have at least one roommate or more while they reside on campus. Choosing a roommate allows you to make a connection with another student before it's time to move onto campus in the fall. To choose a roommate, you or your future roommate will create a group. We will talk more about creating a group later in this video. If you are an incoming first-year student, your roommate selection process begins here, regardless of whether or not you know who you're planning to be roommates with for the academic year. This page outlines the different types of living environments we have in the first-year area by providing additional information about each one, and in some cases, the specific floors in which these types of housing will be. It's important to know that your selection on this page will affect the types of rooms you are able to see and select when it comes time for you to book a room, and also extends to your entire roommate group if applicable. Students are welcome to return to this page and change their selection at any time prior to the day that they select their room. Additionally, depending on student preferences and needs, we may add or remove rooms from a community. As you scroll down, you'll once again see our gender-inclusive housing policy. If you still have questions about how our office can work with you and this policy, please contact Associate Director Anu Metchison to discuss it. To advance to the next screen, please select a living environment from the drop-down menu, then click on the blue Save and Continue button. Here is where you will start to look for roommates which match your personal criteria, and on the right side of the page, you will see links for ways to join a group or search for roommate. Once you are part of a roommate group, it will also be displayed here. Please note that incoming new students will only be able to make groups with other incoming new students. All returning upper class students will be able to create groups with any other upper class student, regardless of their academic class year. There are numerous ways to create a roommate group. Let's start first by clicking on Create Group. On this page, you can begin a group which has a specific name and a password for others to find and join if they have this information. Additionally, you will have the option to select which type of living environment you'd like to live in. We'll show you how others can search for this specific group later. If you're not committed to creating a group in this way just yet, you can click Go Back. You can also start a group by searching for other students and adding them to a group. Let's start that process with Search for Roommates by Details. When you click on this link, it will bring you to a search page. If you already know who you want to live with because you are friends with someone who is also attending RISD, this page will allow you to search for your friends by their first or last name, how old they are, or which country they're from. After filling in one or more of the fields, you can click Search. Any students who match the criteria you've specified will pop up on the screen, and you can add them to your group, send them a message, or view their profile. To go back and select a different way to find a roommate, click Manage Group or choose one of the links in the lower right-hand corner. Let's continue by clicking on Search for Roommates by Profiles. On this page, you can select specific profile categories that you would like to search for roommates through. For example, you might like to live with someone who reads a lot and wants their room to be a quiet place. By selecting these categories and clicking Search, students whose profiles match your options will show up. You can then add them to your group, send them a message, or view their profile. Once again, to go back and select a different way to find a roommate, click Manage Group or select an applicable link. Another way to find roommates is to select Suggest Roommates. This page will show you all of the students whose answers on their profile page match yours closely and gives you a percentage of how much of a match you two are. If a student whose profile matches yours is not available to be your roommate because they are already in a group, there will be a message at the top of their profile box letting you know. As in the other instances of searching for a roommate, you can then add a student to your group, send them a message, or view their profile. These are the 3 ways to search for specific students to room with. Next, we'll show you how to join a group that already exists. Let's start by clicking on Join Group. When a group is created from the main page as shared earlier, the group leader creates a name and adds a password for the group. This prevents students from joining groups in which they don't know anyone within the group. You can add the name and password here, then click Join Group. If you don't know this information, you can click Go Back. Once you've gone through any of these ways to find a group or create one with a new future roommate, you will see your group show up on the first page of the roommate process. Just below the title, you will see the name of your group. If you created the group by clicking Create Group, your chosen name will appear here. If you clicked Add to Group on any of your future potential roommates, a random name will have been generated. You can edit this by clicking Edit Group just below that name. On that same page, you can also give your group a password and change your preferred living environment. If you leave the password section blank, other students may be able to join your group. Also on this main page, you will see you and your other group members listed. If you created the group, you will see Group Leader next to your name. Alternatively, if someone else created the group and added you to it, their name will have Group Leader next to it. Whoever is the group leader will be responsible for selecting your space during room selection, and the leader can be easily changed by having the current group leader click on Make Leader next to the name of the student who should be the leader. Here's a hint. When time slots are emailed out, the group leader should be the person who has the earliest time slot. If this group needs to remove someone from their group, that can be done by having the group leader click Remove Roommate on the student who should be removed. Additionally, if the group needs to be deleted altogether, the group leader can simply click Delete Group. And finally, once a group is completely made and everyone is satisfied with the folks who are in their group, the group leader must click Verify Group. This step is very important. If a group is not verified, it will not be able to select their desired space together at the same time. Once the group is verified, clicking on the blue Save and Continue button will bring you to other parts of the room selection preparation process. We will go over the room selection process in other videos, including information on how to check room availability and how to select your room during your time slot. Thank you for watching our tutorial on searching for roommates and creating roommate groups. Check out our other videos on how to navigate other parts of this process and the housing portal as a whole. As always, if you have any questions or you find that your portal is not behaving in the way we've shown, please feel free to email our office at housing@risd.edu or by calling us at 401-454-6650.